Hello there guys, and welcome to Mad Dot Minis. Just a little bit of an update on the Titan project. So if you haven't seen the first video where I detail kind of like what I did with the legs in my last vlog, just go and check that out if you're interested. I'll link it in the description. If you haven't seen it already, go and check it out. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking about kind of how we're going to get the torso on top here, and my initial thought was I'm going to use a PVC pipe and just slot that over so it just goes over the top of this vertical here. I backtracked on that because it was leading me down the same road of problems that I kind of had last time, in that, you know, yeah, a pipe would go really nicely over there. I could probably get it to go nice and snug on there and everything. But how do you kind of attach things to the pipe? The pipe's got no structural integrity really, if it's a thin kind of PVC pipe or something. So I'm back to wood again. And I'm pleased. I mean, I'm really trying to think this through. I want the skeleton of this thing to be nice and strong. Of course, I'm going to use plastics and EPVC and lots of those type of materials to decorate this thing and hide the wood. But the underlying structure, I'm determined, is going to be nice and strong. So what I came up with was this wooden box. So this is actually a box shelf. You can see the little, can you see the little hollows on the back of the sides there? That's what you'd hang them on the wall with, sort of thing. Yeah. So the square bit of it is prefabricated, pre-made. So I had that lying around, and I just attached other bits of wood. So we've got a very sturdy kind of support on top here, which is going to bear the weight of the torso. And we've got these little bits in between here, which have been carefully measured to be the right kind of width to going to go on top of that vertical section. So how it works is as such. So we kind of take it on there like that, and down it goes, and it's a nice solid thing on top of there. That's nice, you know, that's not going anywhere. There is a little bit of play, but that's fine. You know, if the wood swells, if there's any kind of changes, it can cope with a little bit of that, which is important, I think. But it's not going to twist around or anything like that. It's quite secure, and it's certainly strong. Yeah, so I'm pleased with that, and it allows me now, I mean, if I want to put like a larger piece of wood across the top here to support the weapons and the arms, I can do that. Whereas if I had a PVC pipe, I'd be like, well, yeah, now what? You know, that's the problem I would have had. So yeah, I'm really happy with that solution there. And I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things, pitfalls and things like that to just be aware of, I think, if you wanted to do something similar. So, you know, in the last video, I was talking about the bend in the knee. Now I can just about fit this on the shelf the other way here. So I've got this nice bend in the knee, which I'm really happy with, but I didn't really compensate with angles at the top here. So this bit of wood goes straight on here, yeah, nice and square to the wood. So what I should have done is probably cut an angle to make this straighter. I did compensate a little bit with this one. So I cut the angle a little bit so that the torso section will be a little bit straighter in relation, but not completely. We still got a bit of backward rake there, as you can see. Now, actually, as it happens, I think that's an okay thing, because as the weapons, because this is going to be the front of the Titan this side, so the weapons are going to poke out to the front here. We might be grateful of a little bit of backward rake there, because it'll help to counterbalance the thing a little bit. So I think that's going to be okay, but just be aware of it. If you don't want that, you do need to compensate with angles on these bits of wood. You know, if you're doing bend at the knee and everything. You know, I'm no carpenter, so I did the best I could. I did compensate a little bit with this one. You know, if I end up replacing this bit of wood, which I may, because it's split, it's got a nasty split in it, I can always compensate a bit more for an upright. So that's no major problem, but just wanted to make you aware of that. Two more things, I want to defend proportions here, because I am aware that the thighs probably look a bit long in relation to the shins. It's partly optical illusion, that, guys, because of course the shin goes all the way through this kind of this greave area here. So actually the proportions aren't as bad as they look, which is okay. And I know a thing or two about kind of anatomical proportions, at least on human beings, and I'm a physical therapist in my day job, so it's not too bad, and I can say that with some authority. However, I appreciate enormous giant walking robots are not human beings. So there is that, but we do need them to look plausible and nice, and I think this is going to look better once I kind of build up over the top and detail and put greaves which are going to come up above the knee here, and I think that will make that look a bit better in relation to the upper leg, the thigh. All right, I guess the other thing is that proportionally it probably looks a bit weird at the moment, because remember the Imperial kind of Titans and that, the head sort of almost pokes out of the chest, doesn't it? So the head for this thing, I think, is actually going to be coming out of this box here. And we're going to have arms coming, we're going to have kind of an armature here to support arms hanging down. All right, and we're probably going to have some sort of fortification on top. That's what I'm aiming for. But if you, just in case you're having some concerns about proportions and that here, I hear you. But I think we're going to be okay by the time we're finished. You know, if I'm not happy with the way something looks, I'm going to change it, basically. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that little update, and keep following along. Drop me a comment, you know, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on this, and consider liking. It really helps the channel. If you've enjoyed the content, share with a friend if you think they might be interested, and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I mean, channel's growing kind of quite slowly and steadily, which I'm really happy with, and I have got some other projects up and coming that you might be interested in. So yeah, consider following me with a subscription. Thanks very much, guys, and I will catch you in the next video or vlog. Thank you very much.